that if people are concerned about, you know, coming here and taking the class or wherever the class is going to be held at, not to worry about it, because the information that you're going to get here is very intense and it's very overwhelming, and I was definitely overwhelmed the first couple of days, but by the third day I was like, oh, light bulb went off. I finally was starting to put it all together, and it was making a lot more sense to me. And you know, you get access to the videos and you can go back and look at stuff, and don't worry about that. Don't worry about it being too much of information at once. It's all going to come together. It's all going to make sense. Your dog's going to get it.
Migraine here with Service Dog Academy and Diabetic Alert Dog University. It is Medical Alert Dog Monday, where I answer your questions about training a medical alert dog. This week's socialization item is a winter coat, and the reason why I chose that is because unfortunately I had a bad experience with a winter coat one time. It is almost 100 degrees outside and I am wearing my winter coat just for you. When Liam was approximately 8 weeks of age, he came to my house and it was winter outside, and he was perfectly fine with me walking around, you know, outside and in my home with a winter coat on. But fast forward 9 or 10 months and he had had an entire summer of never seeing winter coats anymore. And I remember one day I walked downstairs in my winter coat, you know, I was all buttoned up, I had my hat on, and Liam took one look at me and he started growling at me. He did not know who I was in that winter coat. So unfortunately, winter coats have a tendency to change your shape and size, and so that can be scary for a lot of dogs. So make sure you get your dog around people who are wearing lots of winter coats and can change physical sizes with them. The way that I solved that problem with Liam when he saw me and started growling at me was to just immediately take off the coat, and he was like, "Oh, Mommy, you're here again." So, you know, winter coats can be kind of scary to dogs, especially dogs who live in warmer climates and don't get an opportunity to really see them too much. Our question of the week comes to us from Piper from Independence, Missouri. Piper wants to get a dog to train for Migraine Alert and wants to know if Pitbulls can be trained as medical alert dogs. This is a great question, Piper, and is bound to stir up a lot of controversy on the interwebs. So first off, let's start by saying that yes, absolutely, even given their brachiocephalic nature, Pitbulls can be successfully trained as medical alert dogs. In fact, we have several Pitbulls in our program that have been trained for Diabetic Alert and also Migraine Alert. In my professional opinion, what qualifies a dog to be able to do this amazing work is not the breed of the dog, but has everything to do with a rock solid temperament. Again, not the breed, but temperament, and the dog's innate desire to work for food. However, there is a caveat to this. I have chosen to recommend and work with Labradors, Golden Retrievers, Poodles, or mixes thereof, due to the fact that they are stereotypically service dogs. Unfortunately, the general public and access granters, the people who allow you into the locations in which you're going to go to, are subject to media hype, and as a consequence are more likely to discriminate against you if you have a non-stereotypical breed of service dog. And this especially holds true if you walk in with a pit bull. Although at the current moment you may feel like you can deal with any discrimination that comes your way, there will be incidences when you physically and mentally cannot. For example, oh my goodness, I went to the local fair and I got struck in the head by a beer bottle, a completely full beer bottle that flew at me from 40 feet in the air. Unfortunately, well, fortunately actually, it didn't knock me out, but it turned me into a completely disoriented person who was doing things that they're not part of my normal personality even. I had a hard time communicating with the EMS, and I guarantee you that I would have not been able to stand up to the EMS or the paramedics and the hospital people if I had been challenged. I was put in the ambulance and taken to the emergency room and accompanied by my very friendly looking Labrador Retriever. And I think the only reason why they brought that dog with me was because of the fact that it was a Labrador Retriever. And if the thought of randomly being knocked out is not enough to deter you, the thought of potentially having to move to a community that bans pit bulls should be. You never know where you're going to end up. Your life, your job, your family situation could cause you to change everything in your life. And although breed discrimination of a service dog is 100% illegal, it doesn't guarantee that you aren't going to be challenged, and that your dog might not be seized, and you might have to fight a court battle to get that dog back. It has happened before. So again, I just want to reiterate that pit bulls can be amazing service dogs. However, just because breed discrimination is 100% illegal, it doesn't stop it from happening. And I challenge you to Google it to make sure that you understand what you're getting into. You know, I'm not exaggerating this. This happens. So do yourself a favor. If you are looking for a dog to be training for service work, stay away from pit bulls, unfortunately, and non-stereotypical breeds. Life is hard enough as a person with an invisible disability. Daily access battles really you don't want daily access battles to be part of your normal everyday life. Don't add that to the difficulty that you're experiencing on a daily basis. So what do you think of my answer? Do you think pit bulls should be on my list of recommended breeds? If so, why or why not? Leave a comment below or go to servicedogacademy.com and leave a comment on the website. If you have a question about training or purchasing a medical alert dog, please contact me at info@servicedogacademy.com and I will try to get to your question in next week's Medical Alert Dog Monday YouTube video. I have a new medical alert dog training class coming up October 27th through October 30th in St. Louis, Missouri. For more information about that class or any other classes that I might offer, please visit my website at servicedogacademy.com or diabeticalertdoguniversity.com. Please be sure to share this video with your friends and be sure to subscribe to the email list by going to the very bottom of servicedogacademy.com or diabeticalertdoguniversity.com and entering your name and email into the boxes on the bottom of the page. If you're like any of my other international students, like coming from Bolivia or trying to do training in Norway or India or wherever it is that you are on this planet and you cannot physically fly into my location, that is why I developed the Diabetic Alert Dog University online video training program. You can use these videos week by week to train your own dog in the comfort of your own home. Check it out at diabeticalertdoguniversity.com and you'll also find a bunch of testimonials and photos from students all around the world. Want one-on-one attention and can't come to St. Louis, Missouri? That's okay. Thanks to modern technology, I can actually be in your living room without actually leaving my living room and you leaving your living room. You can book your appointments online at Service Dog Academy or diabeticalertdoguniversity.com. I just want to remind you that you can change your life for the better with the use of a task-trained medical alert dog, and you can train your own medical alert dog. All it really takes is time, patience, working with the right temperamented dog, and working with the right experienced trainer. I have over 115 medical alert dogs all across the world, and I want to add you to my list of students who are utilizing their dogs to save their own life. I can't wait to see you next week in next week's Medical Alert Dog Monday YouTube video.